Come on, Izuku, just tell me. I'm not telling you. Come on, please. No, I dare you. No, that doesn't work on me anymore. Not only worked on me once as a child. You were like 15. If you want to get real technical, I was actually 16, but see, okay? Okay. Just come on, tell me. No, please. No, I'm not telling you. It's weird. Come on. No, I'm not telling you what happened to me. I'm still not even sure it was real or not. It had to be real because even that woman knew what happened. Okay, yeah, it was real. What was real? Um, come on. Come on, tell me. You can tell me. What if I don't want to? What if it does it still embarrass you? Yeah, because I kind of just let it happen. What, did she like kiss you or something? Uh, that's what happened? Uh-huh. Dude, gross. You had it with a villain? You did it with a villain? Well, she kind of just forced herself on me. It's not fair. You still let it happen. You sound like you're gonna crap your pants. Please don't do it. I'll leave. I'll leave. Okay. Yeah, please don't. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Sorry for bothering you. I'm going. Hello, it is me, We Anime Wheat. I'm here to bring you part 7. Huh, it is part 7. I was about to say part 6, but it's part 7. I'm not trying to make a stupid joke. Yeah, it's that part 7. Yes, there are 4 more parts. Actually, 3. 3 to 4. Yeah, somewhere between there. Between 3 and 4. 3 and 4 parts are left within all of these what ifs. Well, depends on where we end. If we end on part 11, then it will be 4 or 5 parts. depending on what happens. But yeah, well, sorry, my voice hurts because I have, like, since it's still the, like, springtime, um, still stuffed up, so, like, bad. Not bad, bad, but not fun. Okay? Most certainly not fun. So I believe I will probably blow my nose at some point during this. Probably at the start of it, like as I get my drink of water. Okay, so yeah. Speaking of that, I believe it's time for us. What if ideas? Put them down below. Rate the video 1 through 10. Okay, now I would like you all to do that. Um, okay, just like a personal thing. I don't know how much I'm growing. Um, okay, and yeah. Social media, we anime, uh, at on Instagram and on X. We anime real. Real is on all caps. So yeah, I think without a further ado, it is time for us to actually get started in this video. But first, once again, I need to blow my nose. So I recommend you take out your earbud for like the next 10 seconds, honestly. Okay? I'm gonna give you 2 seconds to do so. Then I'm gonna blow my nose. 1, 2. If you don't do it, it's your own fault. Okay. You can put your thing back in, which you probably already have. Probably been 10 seconds, right? Or probably a minute. Tech. Minecraft. I can tell you all one thing. I hate ants. The bug, by the way. Not like your parents' sister. Okay? Okay. So yeah, today we're going over the overhaul arc. I need a drink of water. Okay. So we all know the spiel. Okay. this is during work studies time. Um, Izuku would still um, go with his like adoptive parents. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Right, going with Aizawa once again, um, who would bring him on a couple patrols, as would Miss Joke would as well take him on a couple of um, morning, day patrols, while Aizawa bring him on like dark, like later evening time, midnight into the next morning. Um, right, on those patrols as him being like a hero who goes out whenever, like a underground. I think that's what that's called. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's that's what would happen for a couple days at least until they would get a like a well, Aizawa would get a message for a team up with Sir Night-Eye and multiple other agencies and heroes in general, which they would do as well. They would do right as they would do in canon. Um, would they be in their hero suits? I mean, the kids wouldn't. The like, I'm just gonna say Izuku's in his like regular clothing since he didn't go to like UA yet. Um, like to continue on like working, like actual schoolwork, actual classes. Um, I mean, he would still end up there on most days, heading there in the morning, doing a little bit, like mostly all of his work for the day in the morning, so that by the time like school is out and like the classes are done, or actually, this is a university, so they would still have classes. So technically, you could miss one, but then do the work all the other times. Technically, I'm not sure how university works. Never been to one. Still in high school. Last year, though, baby. Um, right. Anyways, he'd just probably had just woken up as Aizawa would have just not, yeah, dragged him out of his like. He would just quickly just get dressed, not even worrying about like it being the UA uniform. He would have it with him, right, in a bag, in his like actual bag. He would have it, right, but he doesn't have it on. The white jacket, the brown sweatpants, black shoes is what he's wearing. Hair just messily all over his face and head, just kind of strangly. Kind of looks like Aizawa's. It's just everywhere. Anyways, they would make it to Night Eye's office, agency building thingamajig. Right. They would get the rundown. Rocklock would have his gripes about bringing kids on the mission, or not even like full grown, like full on heroes on the mission. But Aizawa would say, actually, I'm not even gonna bother. Um, he would just shut him down quickly, saying like, "I know from experience, these kids, especially, wake up." He would slap Izuku on the back of the head. He would wake up like in an instant. Say, "What? Sorry." Um, he would say, "I know from experience, these kids, and maybe the other heroes that are taking care of the 1A students can attest to this, hopefully. These ones aren't to be messed with." Um, Mr. Aizawa. Yes, yes, Nejire. I mean, yes, Miss Hato. Why is he snoring like that? Allergies. Pollen in the air. Actually, he doesn't even have bad allergies. Allergies like pollen and stuff. I think how it happened was, well, one, he's tired. I know that for sure. We were out all last night to catch the guy. Um, right. Um, I don't know why he snores like that, but he does. How does he make that sound? As Nejire would stand up and just hearing this like squeal or like high pitched noise, kind of sounding like a bird or a rodent, and just putting your ear up to like his face, just like just putting your head to up to his head and just listening to like the high pitched snore, weird snore sound. uh, Sorry. No, him getting scared because him getting jump scared by Nejire. Hi, hi, um, Hado san, senpai san, person, Hado. Call me Nejire. It's fine. I've been meaning to ask you. Um, well, it hasn't been that long. Can we please continue on with the thing? You will answer your questions later. But you all didn't let me ask him any when we were in class meeting with each other. You two can talk after this. He can even tell you what happened between him and that villain. Can we not talk about that? Please stop holding that over my head. No, not until you learn your lesson. I think I have. Is a thing. I've been getting teased. I've been having to do more training. You made me stay out all last night. Now, given that was for patrol, I'm not gonna complain. But still, you didn't let me sleep an hour. I legit. Slept for 5 minutes today. He would start just complaining. Like, bro, I'm not yet a real hero yet. No, I'm joking. He wouldn't complain. He would complain silently to himself, not out loud with a bunch of other heroes. He would just look tired as shit. And eventually, the meeting would end, right? And then Izuku would answer Hato's questions, Nejire's questions, right? And yeah, we will do a time skip. So, there's been a lot of plans for Izuku to do, right? Their original plan was for the there was guaranteed to be a big army of just Yakuza members of the Shihai Hasaikai, right? A bunch of members. The first idea was for him to just make a wide range and just push them all down as everyone else would handcuff them. But then they remembered the 8 bullets of the the Hasaikai's 8 bullets, and their varying of strength. And so his plan was to take care of the biggest guy and just hold him while another hero either cancels his quirk or knocks him out, whatever it may be. And well, he would do both at the same time. You see, even though he could make this large area of like of him pushing down weight with his gravity quirk, a large gravity field, he wasn't sure because of the varying weight within the field. He wasn't sure all of them would stay down depending on what their quirks were or how physically strong they were, whatever it may be. So the other heroes would have to work fast on whatever they were going to do. Either knock them out, handcuff them, whatever it may be. Tie them. Tie them. It was just something that would have to be done. Either knock them out, tie them up, something. And the day of the raid would come. Hero suits are on. Let me actually go to the skin tight black sleeveless shirt with 2 purple metal plates on the sides of his body. With white baggy pants, with a black belt-esque thing holding him there, black boots, metal plate knee pads, under the pants as well, alongside his weighted gauntlets on his arms. Okay. He would he would be standing beside the guy with the warrant, right? While the other heroes would be farther back, as the guy would keep on talking after saying, "We're coming in. We have a warrant. Your last chance." A couple words would be thrown through the air from the Yakuza side. Eventually, the official would say, "Do it." As he would step back to the heroes. Breathing in and out, and then a large, like mile wide, mile high, like basically a mile each and every way, massive gravity field named, well, Izuku would say the name of his, like, attack, and it being Emperor's Pressure. And just things would start to collapse. The walls in front of them would just crumble. The building would start to crack. You could see all the people just instantly folding under the weight. Izuku's eyes would glow a bright purple, a deep bright purple. The larger, I forget his name, not Raja, no, they ate bullets, like big guy, bird mask. Oh God. MHA, Shiha, Shiha, Hasaikai. Yeah. Okay. I forget his name, but the big guy that fought Ryuku, um, right, would be the one that would still be standing and slowly walking towards Izuku himself after noticing that this guy is the only one, like, actually there. Like, he's the only one standing there, and you could most likely, with the glowing bright glowing eyes, you can most definitely tell that it's him, like, doing everything. I want to say sorry for background noise if it can be heard. Not sure. Okay. I want to say I'm sorry if you can hear it. My voice is starting to hurt. Why won't it be reached? But whatever his name is, would notice him and start slowly stomping towards him, as Izuku would say, "Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. And, man, I'm hungry already. You all gonna head in or something?" He would turn to him, like, the heroes are like, "You remember the plan, right? You're supposed to keep that guy down too." Of course. Always up to the kid. Yeah, wow, yeah. Real heroes, huh? Fine then. Lightening the weight on himself, and floating up quite rapidly, foot after foot, meter after meter, whatever it may be, whatever you think it, like whatever you want to use, either the metric system or whatever the Americans call it. I don't know. As tall as a building, like as tall as one of the buildings, is where Izuku would be. The large man would look up as Izuku would weighten himself and push him down faster than he would originally fall, making him weigh heavier and heavier, and heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier, faster and faster he would fall. As he would get closer, he would say, "Orbital velocity!" He would yell it out. Orbital velocity hammer. As he would bring himself down closer, he would reel his arm back. As he would say it, shockwaves would be heard and saw as his forearm elbow would just connect with this guy's head. Just boom! It would instantly just knock him back, like head launching backwards, and him just tumbling backwards as Izuku would just crash into the ground, making him weigh less than he does. Just boom. Well then, he would deactivate Emperor's Pressure, the large range like attack, large AoE like attack, as he would just walk away, allowing everyone else to go. Him going to a like a box and just munching with maybe another hero, like standing there, just waiting for Izuku to quit. Okay. Now, there's no more hunger in my belly. Was that cool? The hero would nod and like, yeah. Now, given it makes no sense, because that's not how, like, I don't think that's how food works. I don't think you just instantly, like, after taking like a bite of food, you don't instantly just get unhungry. Oh, really? Yeah. But whatever. Kind of sounded cool. Thanks. No problem. Okay. He would head and rush in, um, just following like the big main group, honestly. Just fully just following them down the steps he would go. Um, by the time he would actually catch up, they would be in the room where Tamaki will be fighting the three, but they haven't, like, actually. Like, they've showed up, but now Izuku's there too. One of them would say, "Man, you all sure are making a mess of the master's place. That ain't gonna fly." Alright, they would, Tamaki would fight them Okay? As everyone else would just go down, um, down the, staircase. Haven't really noticed Izuku yet. He stayed completely silent because he wasn't actually supposed to go down here. But now he is. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be down here at all. Because how dumb would that be? A guy with gravity as a power? Yeah. Not the brightest idea for Izuku's part. Now, given he can always do a different way, it's not like his gravity is only stationed to, like, where the sky touches, or like where you can see only at the sky, or something like that. You have to be outdoors. He can easily do it indoors. Now, if he would do it too much, that will collapse multiple tons of concrete and just earth on top of them, and most likely offing them, shortening the series by a long shot. But he's not fully dumb. He's not going to do that. But he would follow just bing, bop, boom, bop, bing, bop, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Wait a second. Why are you down here? Oh, because I followed you all. What? I could be useful, you know that. Yeah, we know. But the plan for you were to deal with those guys up there. I did. I broke their legs. They're not moving. Why do you think none of them stood back up? True. See? I dealt with it. Big guy might get back up, but there's still heroes up there helping out. Like Ryukyu. Ryukyu. Anyways, so, what's the plan? You're gonna go back up there. Nah, I don't feel like it. He's just gonna walk on past everybody. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum, bum. Do 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Get back here. Don't go on ahead. Mirio did. You and Mirio are not on the same level. Yeah, I know I'm better than him. Stronger. Better. Now, given he has a more control over his quirk, doesn't mean I don't have good control over my quirk either, though. Oh my god. You know, if you continue to stress over things like this, you're gonna get gray hair early. Whatever. Dun, 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 bam, 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 bam. Okay, now, as Izuku would continue to walk forward, walking forward, not noticing what was happening beside him, as a large pillar of stone would make contact with him and send him through a wall. Then that said wall would be closed. Ow. Kirishima? Fat Gum? Hey, kid. You okay, bro? Yeah. God, my head still hurts. Man, you are tired. Could have told you that a long time ago. Well, where are we? Finally, they're here. Izuku would turn to the side quick enough. He would raise up his left arm to block the incoming attack as his metal gauntlet would take the brunt of it, but him still being quite affected by the impact of the punch, he would still be sent flying, flying just into the wall, um opposite from him, just cratering into it, and then just not unconscious but down. Like, he would try to stand back up. He would hear Rampa say, "So I guess he was weak. How about you two?" And then for a while, Kirishima and Fat Gum would have their fight with Rappa of the 8 bullets, right? And as they would do so, eventually Izuku would stand back up and with a high velocity hammer, no, high velocity strike, um, to the force field Quirk guy, knocking him out. Fat Gum, with the help of Kirishima's red gauntlet, would hit Rappa hard, not take him out, but you guys are good. And Kirishima would fall. Zuku would find his own way out because of his high velocity strike. He'd just make a hole in a wall that he came through. Well, that worked out. Back hurts. Continue on walking. Just eventually walking past a bunch of bodies. Um, these being the other members of the 8 bullets, the guy that makes people nausea, not like nauseous. I don't know how to say it, but nausea, and well, the other guy got absorbed by Overhaul. Yeah, so that other guy's with Overhaul, and then the slug, the guy that has semi time related abilities to just slow person. He'd be in there and through this hole, standing off with Overhaul and the other guy against the group of heroes who would have Mirio and Eri just Well, Miria is injured, loss of his quirk as well, right? So they would be trying to protect him and Area at the same time. Now, given they're just having their stare off right now, but okay, it's my turn. As quick as he could, he would start. Actually, he'd probably drop his uh things, right? Yeah, probably dropping them and then moving as quickly as he could to the time Quirk guy. I don't remember their names. I'm sorry. If this would have loaded, it would have been way easier, I can tell you that much. But the guy with the time, like Quirk, attacking him as he would do so, he would say, unrestricted beatdown, as he would push him down. But this guy would be able to take hits. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He was able to get the upper hand against Aizawa in a hand-to-hand situation, but mostly because of his quirk. But still, he would still probably be able to take some hits. I'm not gonna low blow the guy with his like strength or anything, right? So he would probably be able to take this still standing, but his mask is off, and with that, Izuku would try to attack the other two, successfully attacking the other not overhaul guy. Uh, like, not overhaul himself, but the other guy there. Don't remember their names, I'm sorry. I remember Rampa, that's it, because I like Rampa a lot. Rampa is very fun. But either way, they would have this fight. Well, Izuku would start attacking. Overhaul would just dodge out of the way. The guy with the make you slower quirk would actually land a hit on Izuku, making him slower than he is. Izuku would, after noticing this, noticing that he's slower as he would try to attack the um the other guy, right? Well, the time quirk. I don't know how else to explain it. I hope you all know what I mean. If this would ever load, that would be great, honestly. But you get my point on who it is. After trying to land a hit, Izuku not able to overhaul, would try to end him. But with Aizawa erasing his quirk and all of their quirks, except for the mutation quirk, right, he's unable to. So they just have the one guy send him down a hole and beat him up down there. Yeah. The guy would just stomp Izuku. Eventually, Aizawa would have to stay up there to make sure he's okay, like, to keep their quirks canceled. So Night Eye, being the chat he is, he'd get down there, just bing bop, sending two paperweights, or just whatever they were. I think they were paperweights. Just at him, this hitting him hard, sending him flying, knocking him out. Okay. We're okay. Yeah, I just turned into Scooby Doo. Zoink Scoob! Good. Yeah. even though Izuku would still be awake, like he would still be able to stand up, but in his best interest, he had to stay down here or he was gonna get in the way, right? Um, Eventually though, Overhaul would escape. Well, after absorbing the bigger guy who got back up, and Ryuku would fight him, slam him through the ground, and then, yeah. Izuku then would float up, as he would say, "No, you don't." And he would yell, but I'm not going to yell, "Get back down here, you coward," is what he would yell at not All For One, uh, Overhaul. And then, um, hmm. How else do I don't think I can sugarcoat this. He brought down a meteor. Now, the only way he did this is because of rubble in the area that just went up and he just shaped it. Um, this is a thing he's been training for, being able to do by just doing a weird thing with his gravity field. There's a bunch of rubble already down there where he is, so bing bada boom. He sent a meteor onto Overhaul. Yeah. Who had All For One or One for All in this? I don't remember. Oh god. Oh god. I don't remember who had it. Who did I make have it? Me don't remember. Oh no. But anyways, that's it. I, yeah, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you all next time. And yeah, roll the dice. I hope to see you all next time. Hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Whenever you're watching this, hope you have a great rest of your time. Yeah, roll the dice. And bye.